1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club, and we have a huge announcements to make.
Yes.
Drum roll, please.
Yes. Envy, that's not a drum roll. That's you banging on the table.
Well, shut up. November 2nd, it's back. It's going down. Powerhouse, New York City.
No, wait. Let's be clear. Not only is this Powerhouse, but it's also going to be in Brooklyn.
That's what you're
at the
excited about,
Barclays Center.
That's right.
I could walk there.
Let's explain what Powerhouse is.
Powerhouse is our huge concert every year. We haven't done it in 3 years, and now it's back. And we have a special guest who's going to be performing at Powerhouse this morning.
One of the guests. This is the first guest we announcing the first performer?
This is the first performer. Well, he's not going to be first. He's not going to be first on that stage.
Yeah.
No,
but
he'll be the first on the stage.
He's going to be on that stage.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 Chainz!
Yeah.
What up, sir?
2 Chainz been rocking with us from the beginning.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Started from the bottom, now we here, baby.
We promise you one thing, 2 Chainz. We will have a real driver drive you to the venue, not like last time, Charlamagne's friend.
It won't be one of my Haitian homeboys in the video.
Charlamagne sent his homie with his homie's van. It wasn't even a rental car. But that lets you know when you be grinding, you don't even notice things like that. If he's sitting there junk now, we probably won't even do the show.
We should test him and send it. Can we test him?
No.
Remember Janky promoter, he said, Jeezy want his Hennessy.
You won't be picked up in a van this time.
Janky's
It'll be a real car service.
You'll get a real car service. Well, first of all, happy birthday, sir.
Appreciate that.
Now, how did you celebrate your birthday yesterday?
Working, working.
Mm-hmm.
Went to a few locations, did a few in-stores, just trying to spread the word, boats to in-stores.
Do you buy more weed than usual on your birthday?
No, same thing. Same, nothing extra.
Couple zips?
Nah, can't have that much.
Wait, it didn't feel like a special day to you?
I mean, yeah, it does. It's just, and then again, it's just another day for me. For someone like me that kind of has everything in a lot of people's eyes, I don't really expect much. I don't really, need or want much. So for me, I'm just blessed to live another day. I got an album dropping out. So it's just like, I don't just really dwell on that or try to celebrate or just be over-exaggerative about my birthday. It is kind of like another day.
Did you get any presents, though? Like, what'd you get?
A lot of fans brought me Skittles to the in-stores, which is unique, but it's cool.
Why Skittles?
I guess they know that's my favorite choice of candies or whatever, so that's what it is.
That's pretty dope.
Yes.
So Boats 2 is out. Me time. What's different this time around than last time? I remember I heard 50 Cent say one time, you can only be the new guy once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that too. But for me, I'm still new in a few people's eyes as far as the fan base still growing. I'm still able to do things outside of my box with these festivals and EDM festivals that I've done over the past year, a couple VMA performances. So for me, I feel like I'm still growing. I'm still being introduced to new audiences and everything. So I definitely show growth on the CD. I work with producers like For Real, Justice League, and things like that. So I stepped it up. I feel like production-wise, me and Mike had a great rapport on this album. Me and Mike Will with the Where You Been in the Fort joint. Even me and Manny Fresh went in. So basically with this album, I worked with a lot of producers that I was fans of. And I just put a lot of time in putting little details into it. You know what I mean? Last album kind of came right after I put out a mixtape, so I was just on the road working. And the same thing happened with me being on tour, but this time I traveled a lot, saw a lot of different cultures, lifestyles, ate different, did a lot of different things. So I put all that into the music.
Now I saw a headline where you said you're not involved in any illegal activities. That happened after the bus got pulled over, but it's hard to believe that when you got songs like Fork and 36, 2 Chainz.
Yeah. Fork is basically, the reality of music, and record sales not doing well, and just, someone that kind of has that from trap to rap mentality, you feel me? And then with 36, it's just like a brief trap educational, if you would put it, about how many, a lot of people be talking all kind of street stuff, but they don't be really knowing the basics.
Yeah.
So I kind of put the basics on 36.
36 O's in the key.
Now explain the tour bus incident. I know you explained a little bit with Angela Yee, and then some more information came out. Now what at all happened? Were you ever charged, or the charges dropped?
Nah, it's still ongoing, but for the most part, as of right now, we all got charged with obstruction charges, which are misdemeanors. And from my understanding, obstruction basically means that we didn't allow the police to do their job, and we just we just told him to get a warrant.
Now, which one of your friends had the Constitution? Angela, you reported that one of your friends had the Constitution on his
Like,
phone.
what kind of
travels
G's
with
you,
the Constitution?
what kind of scholars you got with you that ride around with the Constitution?
Right. Now we had, one of the security guys. He's an older, educated gentleman. You know what I'm saying? And he's basically into doing a lot of things by the book. And so, with us just interchanging security and just not having the same face all the time as far as people, around me and everything. Once they came, to the bus, it was about, I forgot, a tail light or something. Once they came to the bus, it's just a normal kind of procedure to, say that you smell things or, whatever the case may be as far as probable cause. They tried to come on, security just basically told him to get a search warrant, and I didn't even know that he walked around with the Constitution in his pocket. So I guess he made a few people upset, and it was just a long process, a long process, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money, and one for nothing, in my opinion.
Right.
So how they say they find guns and drugs after the fact, but don't charge nobody with them?
Well, it wasn't any drugs on there. It's just like, it's just funny. You have to, if you go back and just look at it, and you have to read it, and if somebody could just look it up, it's just how people, how they describe things in the media, and to kind of make the person look, a little ill or look negative. You feel me? And when you read it, it looks like they basically bust a trap house or something like that. But we informed them that it was weapons on the bus because, of course, I have armed security, and then it wasn't any drugs found on the bus. If it was drugs found on the bus,
because if they found weapons and drugs, I would think you guys would have got arrested immediately. They're not going to say, okay.
Because they definitely tore the bus up. They found everything that came out later. I think it just came out later because people kept kind of pressing. You know what I'm saying? We got told. We was in the bus when they told us. Like, they picked the bus up.
I thought that was against the law. They could just tow y'all on the bus?
I thought a lot of things were against the law, but I learned now I learned a lot of different things over the past year.
Are you still having fun, man? Because it seems like you're getting frustrated.
Yeah, it don't seem like you're fun anymore. It seems like you're a little frustrated.
Yeah, I mean,
Even when I read your tweets, I'm like, you seem a little frustrated, man.
No, I'm not frustrated. This question comes up a lot, and then, I have to be careful how I answer them because, man, I feel like I'm just walking on thin. I don't want nobody to say, I heard your interview, lay down, we got some, you got something in the room, something in your, in your car, you know what I mean? So when they ask me about this incident dealing with the police, and I know it's not nothing, I don't want to be like, be talking like a badass, you know what I'm saying? And, I just.
And then they keep on harassing you.
Yeah, so I just want to be humble about the situation. I'll be like apologizing to the fans for missing the listening part and all that. But at the end of the day, I really ain't do nothing wrong, but I don't want to get into my usual irate self and then y'all read some over.
Right.
And Chainz just left and this happened. So
say what you say. I pay my taxes.
Yeah, I did.
Support this country.
Yeah, all the good stuff.
I voted.
I'm a citizen. You know what I'm saying? I'm just whatever you want, because what happens is you get locked up, and then when you get in there, they realize that, man, you know what I mean, my kids like you, and I'll be like, I don't want to hear that right now, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, and so I go through that, it's like I've explained, like I've been locked up more times rapping than I did ever when I was trapping, ever, you know what I mean? So, I'm still excited about the music, you know what I mean? I know a lot of artists want me to like die down or whatever. I'm still geeked about that, but when dealing with that police issue, I don't know how to deal with it yet, obviously.
Right.
So I don't know if it's law. I've heard all these things. You can't, you need a warrant. You can't tow nobody. Everything y'all saying, it happened. Right. So apparently you can.
It can happen.
Yeah, it can happen. And it happened, you know what I mean? So
now back to the music. How do you feel with this album coming out? Because it doesn't, I don't want to go out the label, but it doesn't seem
like Def Jam didn't promote this project like they did the last
There you go, Sean.
Yeah. I'm doing my job. Nah, I'm doing my job. As far as Def Jam, I do a lot of footwork. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to see what's going on in as far as the aerial process, as far as the net and that presence. As far as me being on the footwork, doing the groundwork, doing the tours, doing the shows, as far as the radio and the media, I feel good about my project, and I know what kind of work I put into it. As far as Def Jam, you don't want to get into becoming an angry rapper mode, point fingers at different people. He don't like me. I don't get caught up in that. I'm confident and still confident in the process of word of mouth as far as marketing and advertising. And if anybody even tried to listen to the album, they know that it's a problem, and I'm kind of like on some laid back, humble stuff right now because I really think I outdid myself on this album. I feel like I definitely made a better album than the last one, and that one exceeded expectations. So,
I did read that you were disappointed that you felt like people wouldn't be able to find the album because it didn't ship what you thought it would.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the process of fiscal disc these days. It's not the truth of the matter is you really just got Best Buys and Walmart at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Not too many mom and pop stores anymore.
But if you buy the physical album, is that how you get the cookbook, or can you get
the
that
deluxe? As far as getting the deluxe,
Right.
I think you can still, when you get the deluxe, I'm sure you still can see the images. But it's just, I mean, I think it's just a better.
to have the actual physical.
Yeah, and I probably should have thought about it now because the actuality of it is that physicals are dying out. Like you know, if it's only 20 mom and pop stores in the United States, that's not even one in every state.
I know. I download everything.
Yeah,
Me too.
so
easier.
it's just a new process with the digital thing, and I think that digital thing. I think maybe by next year, probably just go straight digital because I'm sure you can prevent leaks then if everything just comes out.
Save a lot more money with producing CDs.
Do you even care about album sales at this point? Because they say this album's gonna do like 50,000 the first week. Last album did like $150. Do you even care?
Yeah. Of course I care. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna grind it out. I know, like I said, I know I got some joints, and if it does 50,000, I'll probably be mad as hell and do something like buy another car. That's how I make myself feel better. But at the same time, I know it's a grind. Like it's a race, and anybody know me, it's hard to really get me down, get me discouraged. I'm very optimistic. You know what I'm saying? I just, I don't want to be saying I'm or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, the track record don't lie as far as what I'm able to do, where I come from, and how I turn things around. So for me, I probably need something to kind of like make me turn back up again, you know what I'm saying? Because you get comfortable, you get in a position where your calendar's full, you can almost see the money before it get here, you know what I'm saying? So I never lost my passion or love for what I'm doing, and that's entertaining people, so I'm still turned up on that aspect. Still got a lot of things that hadn't happened yet, a lot of features that's not out yet, so we'll just see. Now,
also, you crossed over to, I see you doing a lot of EDM, like you said earlier, and then you performed at the VMAs. Now, what's the difference
for the second year in a row?
For the second year in a row.
Tuh.
Now, how is that? Is that any different with you doing a lot of the crossover stuff?
Is what different?
Money, fans,
you was
everything.
You was out there doing the twerk that was heard around the world. You was out there doing the Molly performance.
Boy, it's not even I know it sounds crazy, but it's not even about the money. It's about like the exposure to different audiences. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was me doing something with Fall Out Boys, and that exposed me to a rock audience that probably just maybe heard my name but won't recognize my face. And so doing EDM is something where it's a world where it's just a bunch of DJs who definitely respect each other's craft, time, space, and they go out and they get money. They get money, more money than the artists actually. Absolutely. And for me to go out there and see the shows and how they how they incorporate lights and beats and all that stuff, and I'm able to like rap over a lot of the EDM stuff because it's all about punchlines and spacing and stuff like that. So I do a lot of EDM features as well.
Now your style. Now I noticed a lot of artists have taken your style from jewelry.
Really? Damn.
To clothes.
I ain't noticed that.
Like who?
Who, me? Ain't nobody took nothing from me, man. Nothing, man.
They took your style. Now how do you change it? Because now it's almost like, it's I look at the jewelry and I'm like, damn, 2 Chainz did that a long time ago, and they're starting to follow your trend. So what do you do to reinvent yourself or to do something different?
If you went and bought 2 big Cuban link chains,
I ain't got 2 Cuban link chains.
You got one?
That's wrong DJ.
Oh, I thought you had 2. What about Pro Style? One of y'all, I know.
Wrong
one
DJ.
of y'all.
Wrong DJ. Wrong DJ. But go ahead.
About my style. Yeah. What do I do about it?
Yeah, what do you do? Like, does it bother you? Does it upset you? You look in the mirror, you see yourself, then you look on TV, you see yourself again.
There's nothing you could do about that, though. If you're going to be somebody that's a trendsetter, that's the point.
What
people are going to go out and do what you do.
This is a little disrespectful.
Yeah, what Angela said. Well, you encourage people to do their own styles and do things like that, but everybody, I guess, gets some kind of encouragement from looking at other things, so I ain't tripping on that.
That just means they admire you. How could you be upset about that?
Yeah, you cold?
Yeah, I'm freezing.
Who's the R&B singer you banged? Because on the new album, you said you just banged your first R&B chick.
Yeah.
Good question.
Now I'm just like, she might not be out yet. I don't know, man.
She might not be out yet.
Oh, okay.
And I ain't even saying. Basically, what I'm saying is, I don't put that kind of business out there like that. But it's cool, man. It's like a cliche for rappers to get down with R&B chicks.
Mm-hmm.
So I dropped my first album. So it's kind of like cliche. That's the progression of a rap artist. To get down with you.
You're not gonna name names?
No.
Like Gucci Mane did or nothing?
Nah, man.
What about Gucci? You see, he went on that tirade. He said "F you" in one of his tweets. What was that about?
That's my. I don't expect nothing less from him. That's my dog, man.
Everybody I say that
though.
to says the same
Now,
thing.
listen.
That's my dog. How can that be your dog if you know he gonna flip?
Let me ask you a real question. Have you reached out to him because it seems like he was going through something when he did that? And I get it. He had an album that he was trying to put on iTunes that night, and then he deleted his Twitter. But I also feel like, maybe we should be concerned about him.
I didn't know. I don't know. I didn't know nothing about his iTunes or Twitter.
He said, buy my album on iTunes, and then the next day he put it out for free.
Yeah. He said his album's on sale on iTunes right now. The next day he put it out for free.
See, I don't know nothing about anything.
But I'm just saying, when somebody does something like that, and you're like, okay, that's my dog, why would he do that? Does that make you say, let me reach out to him and find out what's good? Are you okay? Are you having a breakdown? Everything good? Because that can happen in this business. It's rough. You go from being like the hottest person in Atlanta, and now I'm asking for features. People ain't doing what I'm asking them to do.
Yeah, like I can't speak for other people and what they going, what he's going through. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
But did you feel like let me text him and
no?
But you said you expect that from him. How can somebody be your man?
I mean, when he go on a tirade and said, it wasn't just me. It was like 10 names.
Yeah.
He ran out of character.
Yeah, he named all of hip hop.
It's like anybody you can think of. I've been wanting to say a lot of people before. That's why it's not really that far away from my mind. But I ain't want to type their name or look up their Twitter and put @.
He didn't look up nobody's Twitter.
You know what I'm saying? You just like whatever.
But you know what? You're right, because maybe if he didn't mention you should be offended.
I don't know what y'all trying to get out of that.
He mentioned in the top artists. He got to mention you, like Kendrick.
Does the industry push you to that though? Can the industry push you to that point where you like a Gucci, where you like F everybody?
No, what pushes you to the point is that when you hot, everybody in the industry trying to get with you, get down with you, want you to do everything, call you 100 times. When can they get their verse back? I'm trying to put a single out. Man, can you give me just 2 hours of your time? Soon as something happen that they ain't with, it's not going popping, and you need them, you can't get them on the phone, you can't get the same thing, the same favors, they don't reciprocate them. So that's where the frustration comes in. That's when you say these ain't real. That's when you start saying things like that, because you and for the most part in reality ain't too many people besides a person like Baby or Wayne that has broke artists like Gucci, because he has a knack for discovering new talent, from OJ the Juice Man to Waka Flocka. They weren't on nobody's radar until dude found them, and he works hard as hell. I know this for a fact. He at the studio every day. You know what I'm saying? That's why he putting out all these mixtapes, and it's probably just a frustrating thing to not, because the game changes from last year to the game keep changing. And so, you know what I mean, you just got to figure out how to get in, and you know what I mean? So that could just be a frustrating part, because it could be frustrating to me, but I don't, have the same, as far as putting out, my therapy like he does, as far as just probably make him feel better, airing it out, embarrassing a few people. It didn't bother me at all, straight up.
Do you think that your core fans that been down with you since the Player Circle days, you think they're gonna be receptive of the new direction of your music? Because when I heard it, I'm like, okay, you can tell he done traveled the world. You know what I'm saying? He done did a couple festivals. Because I hear a couple joints on there that seem way bigger than just hip hop.
Like mainstream ratchet.
Yeah, mainstream ratchet, or the joint with Fergie.
Yeah.
But you kind of brought Fergie into your world, though.
Yeah, that's what people like. I guess when you see it on paper, it looks weird. But when you hear the song, I didn't like this whole album. I didn't get out of character. Period. I stayed in my lane. As a matter of fact, I widened my lane. I ain't get out of it. I just widened it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm still staying true to the trap. That's why I got those songs like 36 and Hit It With the Fork. You know what I mean? I'm still staying true to myself as far as having good records on there that I can perform, that I can do shows, concerts, and go get money off of. But I gotta grow, and I know what I can do, and it's just like how you give it to people, how you feed people to let them know that you have this ability, you know what I'm saying? So with songs like Black Unicorn, Beautiful Pain, and things like that, I let them know that I got more than just these little punchlines for shows, or whatever they may call it.
But how does the trap artist grow? They don't like to see trap artists grow.
Yeah,
so
they don't be with that.
You stay in the trap with us.
Yeah.
Stay selling these 20s.
Right. Stay selling these dubs. You know, a lot of you start from the trap, then you become a kingpin. You know what I'm saying? And so you still got to stay, you know, true to your origin as far as I feel like being a street artist. Like I came from the streets. That's never been like a hidden thing, and I still, you know, stay down with the streets, still have the same people around me, which is cool. So I still got the knack for the slang, even though, like I said, I'm cold turkey on the criminal activity. I still got a knack for what's going on. I still got my ear to the streets. And for those that want me to stay stagnant, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to do that. It's about growing, so I try to influence individuals to grow. Like, I don't want you to stay stagnant, so let's get it.
Absolutely.
Well, 2 Chainz, the album in stores right now. We appreciate you joining us. You know, anytime you're in town, you're invited up here.
Open door policy, my brother.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man, a lot of love up here. And I don't know why you so
I'm
cold.
free. It's cold. You don't think it's cold in here? You got your hood on.
That's my hoodie swag. You know I be doing
Buy
that.
a fur, man. The fall coming, winter
A
coming.
fur. It's gonna be so hot in New York, probably. I think it's over for furs. We got some in stores today too.
All right, what's the in-store?
Yeah, I gotta get these in stores. I'm gonna be at, I think, Moody's in the Bronx. Let me see. Let me give y'all this rundown. Right quick.
Remember, this is Friday, right?
Yeah, that's what I say today, fam.
All right, just making sure.
Come on, fam. This is me, fam.
He's an expert, okay? He knows what he's doing. He's a professional.
Do me like Moody's Records in the Bronx.
Moody's in the Bronx. Okay,
2
shout out to
Chainz
Moody's.
gonna be there with the John Hancock. You feel me? Hall of Fame in Queens.
Hall of Fame, Jamaica Avenue.
Dos Cadenas. I'm in there.
Okay.
Pen on deck. You know I'm right. So my hand, like, 2 Chainz be looking ugly when I write it sometimes. I have to work on my 2. And then look, Basement Mix in BK.
In Brooklyn, right.
Oh, I could go to that one.
I'm in there too.
Shout out to my folks at Basement Mix.
Ron owns that
Yep.
over there. Shout out to
Ron, shot. We over there. I'm putting down the signatures up there. And that's how I'm living. I'm out here, New York. You got to make your New York run. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. And I think I'm probably going to step out tonight. So.
Okay.
And he'll be back for Powerhouse.
That's right.
Yeah.
November
I'll be back for
2nd.
Power. I remember. Was that the first one I did or the second one? That was the
No,
first
you did our
one.
anniversary.
You did our first
This
one.
is-
Yeah, you
This
did our
is something
anniversary
completely
party.
different.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you joining us. Boats 2 in stores right now.
Me time.
Make sure you get it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.